Game Dance Summer Fest. We are here for night one of week 2. And I am joined by Preeti and Kavya from Silambam, Houston. Thank you so much for being here with me this evening.
We're so thankful for the opportunity to be able to perform with Game Dance Festival and to be able to learn from all the dancers and meet everybody.
Yes. So, let's talk about the work, specifically about the work that you're presenting at the festival this weekend. Can you give us the title and kind of a little bit of information about it?
Yeah. So we've presented, or we will be presenting, Tilana, which is a type of piece that's very rhythmically oriented. And the spirit of this piece is to represent the dance of the cosmos, as depicted by the Hindu god Shiva.
So Tilana is usually considered as one of the finale in any concert whenever you're performing a 1 hour show or a 1.5 hour show. So Tilana is going to be the last piece where it's a bang, you finish the show with energy, a lot of rhythm, and a lot of aerial movements when it comes to Kuchipudi. And added to this is beautiful meaning of how Shiva is dancing in his own world. It's the entire concept and is the idea to bring to the audience.
Beautiful. Can you tell us a little bit about the actual movement technique or movement style that you're using?
So our movement style is based in an age-old Indian classical dance tradition called Kuchipudi, which is named after a village in southern India that used to perform dance drama, much like ballet. And this movement style really is very grounded. So we use a lot of strong beats, but we also try to use interaction and character play, get under the skin of a character, and really feel what it is that they would be feeling and how it is they would be moving. So when we were coordinating this piece, we tried to imagine what God Shiva's Ananda Tandava, or essentially dance of ecstasy, would feel like by putting a little bit of masculinity, power, but also just pure joy and a feeling of let out and freedom that we could connect more with living in the 21st century.
Yeah, and also we tried to add some more elements of grace to this. So Shiva is dancing with extreme happiness, which means he has his partner also right next to him dancing, who is Parvati, is also a goddess, and she has got this beautiful grace, yet the extreme rhythm and athletic movements in her dance. So we try to blend some masculinity and athletic movements along with the grace that Parvati could add to this dance as a flavor that could be released with much perfection.
Yes. So the contrast between those two energies, is there a way for you to describe those for our audience so that they kind of better understand what's behind the movement?
Yeah, I think traditionally, in terms of how femininity and masculinity are conceptualized in our dance form, femininity is conceptualized through a lot more asymmetry. So, usage of your lower torso and being able to use angles and kind of the muscles in your torso in order to depict length and shortening, versus masculinity being depicted as a lot more openness towards the audience, and a kind of courage to really stand your ground and to hold your place on the stage.
So as Preeti was mentioning, we have something called as a tribangi. So 3 is like number 3, but we spell it as tribangi. So this specifically means that the body is shaped in three different directions. So your head, your torso, and your hip is everything in three different directions. So this is usually incorporated when a female is dancing, adding more grace to the dance form itself. And a lot of hip movements adding to it, which is usually not used a lot of in the masculine art form. So when Shiva is dancing, if you want to represent Shiva, we would like to keep a more straight postures where we use the legs and a lot of jumps and a lot of aerial movements. While if it is Parvati, the partner, we would like to showcase a lot of feminine energy as said grounded, being more graceful using the tribangi, a lot of hip movements added to that. Yes.
And to add to that, there's a segment in our piece where we also depict another feminine character associated with Shiva, called Ganga, who is essentially representing the goddess of the river, of one of the major rivers in India. And so there's a segment where we depict how water flows. And so that flow of movement is very characteristic of the femininity we try to show compared to the sharpness of the masculinity.
I think for me, this is a traditional dance form. And our audience may have never seen this dance form before. So what is it that you would like for our audience to get from your work that you're presenting? What would you like them to see, to feel, to understand?
So starting with, we would really like the audience to take home a message that the dance is a universal language. So irrespective of what the story we're trying to convey to them, we want the audience to understand that in any form there is a rhythm, there is a beat, which we use to move the legs accordingly, and there is geometric perception in any art form. So whether it be an Indian classical or contemporary or modern or anything, there is always a take-home message in there similarity. And added to that, we always have an Indian mythological story that we would like to deliver to audience. As rightly said, a lot of people might not be exposed to Indian art forms, so might not be exposed to Indian stories as well. So there is a lot of beauty added in your dance form when you try to narrate a story which is not popularly known to a lot of non-Indians as well. The challenging part is because it's not known. It would be it would be challenging to make the audience to get connected to the story as well. So we would like to take that challenge today and would like to convey our story and also would like them to feel what we are going through and what we are feeling while we are narrating this.
To add to that, I think that just like dance is a universal language, emotion is universal, and the way it's expressed culturally is so different and refreshing so many times. The way that cultures express sadness and longing and feelings of confinement and breaking free is different. And I think being able to observe through our dance what joy looks like, what intense focus and pursuit of, something you're going after, something you're frustrated at, or intense connection with nature and the peace that you get from that are all feelings that we want to be able to share through our cultural language of Kuchipudi dance. And so we would love for the audience to simply feel as foreign as the language and the vernacular feels. I think that is one of the most beautiful things about art, is being able to just come away with whatever feeling that you do and understand how other people express.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, it is. Dance is a language. The language of all has meaning, but the emotion is universal. Okay, absolutely. I agree with you. You can see that, you can feel that, connect to it, find empathy with it. It's really beautiful and lovely, and I'm very excited to have you with us this weekend. This is the first time that we've had a traditional dance form in this concert or in this festival. Thrilled to show this to our audience and potentially expose them to something that they haven't seen before. And I'm just, thank you for coming all this way and for sharing this with us. We are so honored and happy to have you here.
Thank you for the opportunity. It's been really great to be able to connect with the other dancers and really engage with other forms that we have previously not been able to see up close or understand and get in the brains of the artists. So it's been a pleasure for us to be able to network with the dancers and use such a wonderful space that you have here at our university.
Thanks for the opportunity, and there's always something to learn, irrespective of any dance form. There is something to take home, there is go home, refresh on something that you already know and you didn't think of, or you are learning something new from any art form. And if you can bring that beauty to your art form is something that I would like to learn and I would like to explore more in other performances too as well. And coming to other dance forms and other artists that are being presented in this festival, each one of them is talented in their own way, and we are truly blessed and excited to share stage with all of them today.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah.